Hi guys, it's Olga from Olga's Flavor Factory. We are on a vacation with our family. My husband and I have birthdays the same week, so we decided to take our little family and spend it in the mountains in a cabin. We are having an amazing time. Today I want to talk about vacations when you still have to cook and how to make it still feel like a vacation and not that you're stuck in the kitchen the whole time while everybody else is relaxing and you are just cooking and cleaning just like at home. Cooking and cleaning the whole time is definitely not relaxing. So we're going to talk about the different things that I do to still be relaxed and have a lot of downtime and come back refreshed and renewed and enjoy the time that we spend here. First of all, why in the world would you even want to cook if you're on a vacation? And there's plenty of times when we go on different vacations and I don't cook at all. Either you're going to a resort where everything is all included, or you're somewhere in the city where you can go out to eat all the time or for most of the meals, and that is awesome. We love those kind of vacations, but there are other types of vacations where it's much more difficult to even find somewhere to eat. Like we're in the mountains, it's quite a drive to even get to where there are restaurants. There's not that many variety of restaurants available because we're out in the country, in the mountains. Or, for example, when you're going with a big crowd with all of your extended family or a huge group of friends, and it's just too complicated and not that relaxing to go out to eat, especially when you have a whole bunch of little kids. Right now in my extended family, we have 14 adults. My parents and I have 6 siblings. We're all married, and between all of us, we have 17 children. Most of them are under the age of 6. So it is not easy to go out to eat, to, first of all, find a place that'll take so many people at the same time. We'll all have to sit at different tables, and even if we do find somewhere for all of us to be together, it's just not as enjoyable. We really love going on vacations together with my entire extended family, my parents, my brothers and sisters, and all of our spouses and kids. And over the years, we have just expanded, and we have such a huge crowd of people that even if we wanted to, we couldn't all fit into one house, or it'd be super tight if we were to stay at one of our houses. So it's awesome for us to get together somewhere else, rent a big property where we can all fit comfortably. We can spend days together, build all those memories. Since many of us live in different states, it's so wonderful to get together once a year for a big family vacation and just reunite and spend some time together. Cooking on vacations, we try to keep the menu as simple as possible. That way we all have lots of time to relax. We're not in the kitchen for hours. So oftentimes we'll use the grill and we'll do some steaks, some chicken or fish. And it's so easy to do things on the grill, and it doesn't take a lot of prep work, and my husband always enjoys it, or the other guys in our family. So that is a great option for vacations. Now, we have gone on several vacations where there is a grill, but it doesn't work. So we had to change all of our plans and cook things on the stove instead. But almost always grills are available and they do work fine. When we're staying with our extended family, the way that we do it, and it works awesome, is we take turns cooking as well. So for the whole vacation while we're staying, I'm only cooking one breakfast and one dinner. We usually pair up with somebody else in the family for each of the meals. So I'll either cook with my mom or one of my sisters or sister-in-laws, and we'll cook the meal together. And we're also responsible to buy all the groceries that we need for those meals. So everybody has lots of time to relax, and they're only cooking 1 or 2 meals. Some of the meals that we have found that work really great are ones that people can personalize and build their own plates. For example, burrito bowls. We cook up a pot of rice, and then we make, for example, grilled chicken or steak or something like that, and people put that on top, and then they can personalize the options. We have lots of different options on the table, and they can just build their own plate depending on what they like. Another meal that we really enjoy with our family is to make baked potatoes and to have all kinds of toppings to go on them. So we'll have sauteed mushrooms, bacon, sour cream, green onions, cheese, I don't know, all kinds of different things that you can put on the baked potatoes, and people can build their own baked potato the way that they like it. We also like to do a little bit of research of where we're going to be staying and see if they have some great local bakeries, farmers markets, or whatever. It's a lot more challenging to bake on vacation because sometimes there's not a mixer, there's not measuring cups or something, and it takes a lot more time. So we'd rather find a nice bakery in the area and enjoy desserts that way. We do the grocery shopping before we arrive or shortly after we get there, so we don't have to be driving around finding groceries. And that way we also have food in the house for snacks, for simple breakfasts, and lots of different options for the kids, because we know that kids love to snack. But who are we kidding? Adults like to snack too. So we like to have all those different things in the house. And you know what? When you have good food on vacation, it makes the vacation so much more fun and enjoyable. And you think back to that vacation with fond memories instead of, if the food isn't so great, the vacation isn't so great either. At least for our family, that's how it is. One of the best things about renting a house versus a hotel is it's so much more convenient, and you have all of the things that you need there, or at least the basic things, and you don't have to bring things from home. So they're gonna have your basic pots and pans, they'll have a coffee maker, a microwave, a stove, and a dishwasher. They'll also have silverware, dinnerware, some serving plates. Most of them will have measuring cups. So you're gonna have all of those basic needs met. I do like to bring a few things from home, not a whole lot. It's not gonna take a lot of space in the car, but it's gonna guarantee that I'm gonna be able to make a lot of different things and that I can rely on having these things on hand. The number one thing I always bring is a knife from home. This is my favorite chef's knife. I can use this for everything. And I also bring a small paring knife, which is also really useful to have. I have found that whenever you get an Airbnb or stay somewhere else where you're cooking, not in your own kitchen, the knives are terrible. I don't know why that is, but that is the reality. They're terrible, they're not sharp, they don't cut very well. For me, knives are the number one important tool in the kitchen. If you have a good knife, you don't need anything else. You can make do with the rest of it. Another thing I always bring with me is a cutting board. It's a very simple one. It doesn't take a lot of space, but I also found that most places don't have good cutting boards, or they're really used, and I would just rather use my own, or they don't even have one like this. They'll have a glass or a marble cutting board, and those are terrible for your knives. I'm gonna ruin all my knives while I'm on vacation, which has happened to me in the past, so that's why I always bring one with me now. Last but not least, I bring a non-stick skillet because I can use it for a variety of different things, and most places will have stainless steel cookware, but not necessarily a non-stick one. Sometimes they do, like this place we're staying at does have a great non-stick skillet, but I just bring this along because I can use it for lots of different things. I honestly like using my cast iron better, but it's so heavy and I'm making crepes, so this is much easier to bring on a vacation. Most places will have stainless steel cookware. They'll have some pots and pans, a variety of different sizes, some skillets, so I just use the ones that are here. Before we go on the vacation, I like to sit down and make a menu. That way I know what groceries to buy and what kind of things to bring. Like for example, if you make smoothies all the time and you want a really good quality blender, it might be a good idea to bring your blender along. But I personally don't do that, and I do simple things with the blender, so most places will have a simple blender that I can just use the one that is here. Most places will have a coffee maker, so I don't bring that along, but not all places will have a kettle. So in most cases, I just use a pot if I need to make tea, and if they don't have a tea kettle. But if we're going with extended family, we're gonna be drinking tea a lot, then I do like to bring my kettle because it heats water much faster. It's much easier to pour tea out of a tea kettle than ladling it out from a pot or something like that. Tonight for dinner, I'm making a roast chicken with potatoes, and this dinner is perfect for vacations. First of all, it's super satisfying and delicious, but it's so easy to make. It took me less than 10 minutes to prep all of this. This meal has very little hands-on work for me. I just get it in the oven and it does all the work for me. I don't have to stand at the stove, flip things, and stand there for a long period of time, so it's perfect for vacations. Another great thing about this meal is that everything cooks in one pan and you don't need any fancy equipment for it. You can usually find some sort of baking pan at the place that you're staying, either a deep one like this or even a baking sheet. This will work perfectly on a simple baking sheet too. I sliced an onion and I seasoned it with salt, and then I'm going to put the chicken right on top of it. So I seasoned it already with salt and pepper and some just dry herbs and seasonings. And then I put some potatoes. I just cut them up, added some garlic, some salt, pepper, oil, and fresh herbs. I'm gonna put the potatoes all around the chicken, and they're gonna roast along with the chicken as it bakes, just like this. Look at this chicken. I love it. It's so golden and crisp. Beautiful. The chicken is ready at this point, so I'm gonna take it out and set it aside so it rests before we slice into it. And meanwhile, I'm gonna put the potatoes back in the oven. I'm gonna add some peppers. I'm gonna add these peppers and red onion to the potatoes, get them back in the oven. The potatoes will finish up cooking, and the peppers and onions don't take long at all. We don't want to add it at the very beginning, otherwise they're going to disintegrate and just turn into mush, the peppers, and the onions might burn. So this way we're going to just get it back in while the chicken is resting, and then it's ready to serve. And I'll just cut up a simple salad to go along with it. Dinner's ready. Yesterday we had fish tacos for dinner. We love them. They're so fresh and juicy and flavorful, and tacos are awesome for vacation. They're usually pretty easy to put together. People love them, and there's so many fresh components that go with it, which is awesome for the summer when you want to eat all kinds of variety of vegetables. They taste so fresh and colorful and look beautiful too. Breakfast is our favorite part of vacation meals, so we go all out and just relax. We sleep in and enjoy our morning.
Absolutely.
And Sergio makes us fancy coffees.
How about that? Love that coffee.
Making omelets for Sergi's birthday. I think it's funny that you wanted omelets too, Sergi, because I wanted an omelet for my birthday.
Yeah, I think omelets
It's our thing.
Omelets are special. Yeah.
We started making omelets since our honeymoon. We had like an omelet bar at the hotel. So we've been enjoying omelets all these years. Doesn't that look good?
Wow, amazing.
We're gonna enjoy it outside. It's so nice and fresh out here. One more treat for Sergi's birthday.
Have a nice harvest. This is amazing.
Me too, so I'm glad you like it.
Look at that, look at
Of course, when you're traveling with young children, you probably need to bring a few things along to keep them entertained in the car. And then when you arrive, most of the time, if we're with extended family, they're playing with their cousins. They don't need a lot of toys or things like that. And also when we're just with our family, we go outside, either we're hiking in the woods or exploring the beach or swimming. But there's still little downtime moments when they need something to keep them occupied. So I have 2 backpacks here, and I'll show you some of the things that we bring along with us. We try not to take too many things because that's more things to keep track of and make sure we don't forget. But both of these backpacks include some toys and books, so I'll just show you what's in there. This one backpack was filled all with books, so I just have some of their favorite picture books and they love Dr. Seuss, so they like when I read it to them, or Nathaniel has been reading them too. So books are great for in the car, when you're traveling, helps to pass the time, and then also on vacation too, especially sitting outside. Here in the cabin, we were on the porch swinging and reading books. It's great. This is one of their favorites, and all these books are ones that they really enjoy reading, and they've already read them lots of times. And then we have a children's Bible here. So that's the books. Then I have several pouches full of crayons and colored pencils because they like to draw and color. And with that, I also have some coloring books, more colored pencils. And this is a lunchbox, but I filled it up with some little toys so they don't get lost as easily. So this just has some little animals and Matchbox cars. They love Matchbox cars. So these are just like pretty much the only toys we brought. And we also have a couple stuffed animals. My boys love stuffed animals. So that's about it. And then we also, on the way here, we stopped by the store and we got each of them a small Lego set. My kids love Lego sets. They literally play with them every single day. So it's always such a treat for them when they get a new one to build. It's so exciting for them. So they could not wait to start building them. Even though we arrived really late at night, they wanted to get started on their Lego sets. And they've already took them apart and rebuilt them multiple times. So that's always a big hit with them. Sergio also brought along 2 surprises for the boys. He picked up some building sets at Lowe's, and one was a race car, the other was a monster truck, so they got to put it together. He also got each of them a hammer of their own, so they had so much fun building those things with him. And they love doing building projects with Sergi. It's so cool, but we don't always have a lot of time to do it at home. But this is awesome to be able to do it on vacation, and they just had so much fun doing it together.
Papa, did you think I would like this one?
I think you would like this one and that one, so I got 2 so you can share.
No, I'm play with this one.
Okay. And Nathaniel's gonna play with this one, and then you're gonna swap and share. So,
Swap. What does swap mean?
what does swap mean? You can give him yours, and he's gonna give you yours. So we finished our first puzzle together,
Yeah,
didn't we?
sure did, all together. How many pieces were there?
300.
Good job, boys. That was such a cute puzzle to do together. There are different types of vacations that we enjoy, and the cabins is one of the slower type vacations where we can unplug, get in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, and enjoy just time with our family.
Yep.
Just the 2 of us and our boys, and there's not much to do around here, which is fine. You do a lot of fast moving things and going things, and on other vacations where we do on the beach or in the city.
Yep.
So this one is more of a unplug, slow down, and just enjoy the nature, right?
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really anything to do around here except maybe go on a hike, which we really enjoy. But we love being in nature. Like being on the beach is also being in nature for us. And we're just next to the water. It's great. So we don't really mind that there's not many activities. It's kind of a slow vacation, but it's so needed because I think in most people's lives, and definitely for us, like life is just so fast paced. We're not getting enough sleep. We're always on a tight schedule. It's always busy. So it's so good, and it feels so refreshing to just slow down and not have to be in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right. And we're not in a hurry anywhere, so we can get up late. Our kids, they get up late in the morning.
Yes, they're finally at that stage where they can sleep in, which is awesome for us.
Right. And we can share responsibilities with breakfast, dinner. I'll cook the breakfast, and we'll go to sleep in more, and then or vice versa, and then we'll cook dinner together or whatever. I'll grill something. So it's I'll put the boys to bed, and Olga can relax and do her things.
Read my books.
That's right. That's right. So sharing responsibilities and kind of giving each other space, giving each other time to relax.
Lots of
and-
time to talk, which I love. First of all, on the drive, and then during all of our slow meals, we can talk, watch a movie after the kids go to bed, or watch a movie together before they go to bed. So it's great. We love
Yeah.
it.
And we don't have to make extravagant dinners. We just something simple, so we're not in the kitchen all day long cooking for dinner.
Yeah.
But also something that's good, something that's enjoyable, something we would really enjoy together.
A lot of you also ask where we find these vacations, the places to rent, and we usually use Airbnb. That's what we've used for the last few years. We'll type into the search box the area that we're looking for, the size of the house that we want, and see what's available.
Yeah, we really enjoy spending time as a family on vacations like this with our boys, and it's just a little investment, but great memories for us as a family for the
Yes.
future. It's an amazing time that we have together with them.
Yeah, and I think we enjoy going on vacations even more now that we have kids, even though it's a little bit more challenging than just going the two of us. But it's so much fun to experience things and see things through their eyes and see their excitement and just spend so much time with them. Yeah, like Sergi said, it's worth the investment because these memories are going to last forever. We're all going to remember them, right?
That's right, Joshua. You like vacations?
Do you like going on
Yes.
vacation, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I love you too. Thanks for hanging out with us, and see you in the next video. You have to look at the camera, boys, okay?
Right into
When we're
the little
done.
circle.
I didn't see it.
You don't have to see it. Just look at the camera, kind of in that way. Okay. That's it. You don't have to lean like that. Just sit normally and look at the camera. And yeah, good job.